the biggest thing is dogs in Thailand. They don't believe in killing dogs. That's just part of Buddhist culture because they believe in reincarnation. They believe that a dog is just a step below a human. And so they don't believe in killing dogs, except for in one province. They actually eat dog. That's a very interesting taste. I don't understand the whole thing about it. But yeah, that's the biggest thing is you just have to be so careful with the dogs because a lot of them are rabid. And the worst thing ever is to get a rabies shot. I made it a goal in my mission never to get a rabies shot, and I never did. Like, that's just how it was. Yeah, just beware of dogs. And most of the times, like, they'll bark at you, and their bark is worse than their bite in most cases. And you can just walk through. One thing that always helps, though, is you actually bend down to pretend like you're picking up a rock, and they'll run away. Or you just hold up your hand like this, and then they'll run away. In most cases. Some cases, they're really rabid, and they want... yeah, they want to bite you. I was actually only bitten once, but the dog had no teeth, so it was fine. It was a really weird feeling, to be honest with you, to just like have him trying to chew on my ankle and there was nothing there. But yeah, that's the biggest thing is dogs, and then also beware of monkeys. Those aren't in like the center of Bangkok, but you just have to be careful with monkeys. There's a province called Lopburi. It's just outside of Bangkok. And you just have to be careful with the monkeys because everyone thinks it's fun to play with them. But I had 3 missionaries call me when I was a district leader and said, I was bitten by a monkey, what do I do? And I had to tell them they had to get rabies shots. That's just how it was. It was awful. And the monkeys are very aggressive over there. Yeah, monkeys, they were scary over there. They are terrifying. They look like baboons, to be honest. They're just absolutely terrifying. The little baby ones are adorable. Monkeys, they... Some of my favorite stories on the mission were because of monkeys. My MTC teacher was actually beaten up by a gang of monkeys. He was carrying a bag of oranges that he just bought. That's the other nice thing about Thailand is fresh fruit is everywhere. It's amazing. I've never eaten more healthy in my life. But he was carrying home a bag of oranges with his companion, and this herd of monkeys just came and attacked him, beat him, like were punching him in the face. They didn't bite him, but they were just like punching him and stuff like that. And they stole his bag of oranges, like the entire bag. Another time, oh, I love them. Another time, they, if you're not careful, they'll just take things out of your hands. And so I was around this, I was going back to my area after a district conference in a place called Lopburi. And this monkey had stolen this little girl's notebook, climbed to the top of the building, and was ripping out pages and just chucking them everywhere. But they were, yeah, the people who are vendors around like this certain temple where the monkey is worshipped, these old ladies sell like snacks and stuff, and they have slingshots and airsoft guns to fight away the monkeys. The monkeys are very interesting. I love them to death. But that's another thing you just need to be careful of. Again, safety. It's all about the animals in Thailand. Like, you just have to know what to do. But there are some sketchy situations that I was in before where it was getting dark. And generally when it gets dark, you want to head home. Especially in Bangkok, because it is a very crime-rich city. Most times you don't have to worry. Because they do respect foreigners, because they assume that we have a lot of money, but missionaries were poor anyway. I was personally never robbed, but I know of a few missionaries who were robbed or had their bikes stolen or something like that. And so it's just very, like, you just have to make sure that your bike is, normally what we do is we put our bikes inside our apartments. Over there, we don't chain them up outside because they're stolen way too often. Because, I mean, desperate people will do desperate things to get stuff. So most of the things is if you have a bad feeling about something, just listen. Because that's generally the Holy Ghost telling you avoid it. I had one area where we were going to go to, we actually canceled an appointment in this person's neighborhood because we just did not feel comfortable going down there. For some reason, we don't know what it was, but we just felt like we needed to go home and plan and go to bed. It was interesting. One thing another thing, especially in Bangkok, they have 2 political parties over there. Very much like, you know, Democrats and Republicans. The more liberal side are called the red shirts. The conservative side are the yellow shirts. They generally support the king and stuff like that. But anytime during political turmoil, and if you see a group of people with red shirts, they call it red shirt rallies over there, and stay away. Don't even go near them. If you see a group of red shirts like congregating, avoid them at all costs, because they get violent very quickly. They're very, very outgoing and very outspoken, and you have the potential to be hurt. I know a couple missionaries who said they were like watching a red shirt rally happen. They called the mission president, told him what was going on, and our mission president actually threatened to send both of them home because they got so close to a red shirt rally. So, I mean, that's one thing, is just avoid red shirt rallies. Because they get pretty intense. But mainly, like, just listen to the Spirit and anything. If you feel like it's a sketchy part, you should probably not be there. But there are times where it looks sketchy, but the people are absolutely friendly, and you feel the Spirit saying, yeah, go in there, it's fine. Other times it could be the same neighborhood at a different time of the day. Could even be midday, and you just feel the Spirit saying, not today. So it's very important to be in tune with the Spirit about safety issues.